What's up, my Fina loves? It's Miss Fina D coming to you all from Vienna Team and News.
In a song about, you can get a piece of my love, like everybody can get a piece of their love. An ongoing joke was that Greg had been with everybody on the couch, starting with Phaedra. So I was going in like, okay, you had Phaedra, you had to ship her, you had to fly her to Paris for some chicken. You had to fly her.
Wait. What?
My analogy was he couldn't afford Phaedra. Phaedra is too bougie. She want to be flew out to get some chicken in Paris, right?
Okay.
So when you got with Quad, you kind of came down off the money part, and you said, okay, I can take this bitch to Ruth Chris.
I said in the last video that Heavenly said Dr.G downgraded from Phaedra to Quad, and now she's doing the same thing when she talks about Sweet Tea and Quad, Letitia and Quad. Exactly. Let's continue to listen.
She want to be flew out to get some chicken in Paris, right?
Okay.
So when you got with Quad, you kind of came down off the money part, and you said, okay, I can take this bitch to Ruth Chris. You know what I mean? Because she just want a nice steak. She might go to, Nobu, something like that, where Martell didn't pay that place. Maybe take her there. And then he got Sweet Tea, and I kept saying, she just want to go to the place that you throw the peanuts on the floor. What is it called? So,
not the pistachios.
What is the peanuts on the floor? What is that restaurant? Because that's all she wants.
That's called, it's something with the pumpkin, the seeds.
Ponderosa, I think. I don't know. I ain't never been there, but it's a cheap ass restaurant that get them cheap ass steaks, and you throw the peanuts on the floor. So the ongoing joke is Greg is the man because he done been with Phaedra, Quad, and that Sweet Tea.
When you say he's been with Phaedra, what do you mean?
They used to date.
But, oh, did they do other stuff or no?
They say they didn't. Phaedra is Phaedra, so you don't know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, but no, I don't think they did, because I did ask Dr. G and he said no. So no, but they did date. But initially, Phaedra's like, no, I would never date Greg. I would never date him. I don't date. No, I didn't date him. I said, oh, you didn't date him?
I would never date what?
Dr. G. Like, that was beneath her. Like, I said, but I heard y'all dated. She said, well, we may have dated. You just said you didn't date. She said, well, we ain't never much as held hands. We ain't never held hands. And then she said, I said, well, Dr. G say, well, we might have held hands. Okay. Every time I asked her a question, it was like she would renege it. And then I say, well, next thing y'all know, y'all will be humping and sweating, because every time I ask you a question, the answer change. I don't think they slept together. I think they were friends. Let Quad tell it. She said it on the live that Phaedra asked him for a monetary donation monthly, and it didn't happen, so the relationship didn't happen.
Did Phaedra admit to that?
Phaedra ain't never admitted to it, but Dr. G did.
What did Dr. G say?
He said that, yes, she asked me for $4,000 a month.
Phaedra asked Dr. G for $4,000 a month when they were dating?
This was 20-something years ago, but yes. And he said he wasn't going to do it, so they didn't have it. I mean, you got to pay to play. That's what I think. I ain't telling y'all nothing that hadn't been said.
You already know me, Miss Detailed Vina. To add some context, for those of you who missed it, let me go ahead and play that part of the Instagram live with Quad and Phaedra that Dr. Heavenly is referring to.
But no, but I do want people to know that Phaedra was very good.
But no, yeah, and I mean, I told you when he got engaged, I called you and said, Gregory.
No. We were on the phone together. Yeah, and you were how I found out. Yeah. I didn't know a thing.
Exactly.
And I said, I'm gonna go over here and put a comment. And you said, you know what, you should. And I meant what I said. I want them to be happy, but I want both of them to get what they need and desire out of a relationship. I don't want it to just be one-sided, because I know how that feels. Mm-hmm. But like I said, if people thinking that I have animosity with this baby girl, I don't at all. The tea is I gave him to the streets and she picked him up in the DM. It's really that simple. And so
Phaedra used to date him and she gave him to the streets too.
Here you go. Oh, messy heavily. Oh, messy.
That's what the people said. I was reading it.
I did not date him in a romantic way. I was the first person he met when he came to Atlanta, Georgia. And we have been out to dinner many a times. I have been his wing woman. I know every woman he ever dated.
Well, do you know the woman he cheated on me with?
Don't know her. I don't know her.
But baby, but I just asked the question since we
no, I don't know that woman.
But no, he did. The reason that came from him, like he literally told me that you all had dated, and then you had asked him for like $4,000 a month. He said he had to clip the wings, child. He couldn't. He said he couldn't fly that way, child. He couldn't fly that way.
Yeah, okay. Well, and I asked him about that on the show too when you said that. I sure asked him, and he did not. He did not say that.
I don't have a reason to make up lies, hon. I live in the truth. I live in the truth, and I live in the truth.
Well, so I don't know, but Dr. Greg has been a great friend to me, and it is what it is.
So no, seriously, you said you didn't think Quad and him were a good match, right?
I did think they were a good match.
Why didn't you think it was a good match?
Well, after y'all had that fight, I was like, know about this. So I thought, like it might be volatile. Quad's a baddie, and he was a little slower. I mean, so and he didn't think I was a good match with my ex-husband either. So he told me. So we've always been honest with each other.
So you think Sweet Tea is a good match for him?
Well, I see that he's very happy right now.
That's not the question.
That's not the question, though.
Oh, have mercy, now y'all not finna. I'm not no expert on nothing, honey.
But you spoke on the relationship between he and
I. Well, I knew y'all, and I knew things. When he got with Sweet Tea, I didn't know anything about her until
you now know you filmed with her for a number of months now.
Yes, well, I do like Sweet Tea. It appeared. The show is on. Oh Lord, hold on.
Baby, say baby about the show, honey.
The show is on. Saved by the TV because the girls are trying to put me on the spot and make me
No, it's not like this. It's really not.
No, it ain't. I know it ain't.
It's really not.
I'm not surprised at all by this, okay? Now, one thing about me, I do not throw away my work. So most of you are aware that I posted that entire Instagram live. However, I did leave out this conversation about Phaedra and Dr. G because I planned an entire separate video on the subject, but I never got around to posting it. I ended up moving on. So whenever videos I've recorded that I did not get to post and it's just sitting there, whenever I find an opportunity to talk about it again because it's current topic, I will. So when Heavenly and Carlos Kink did their review 2 days ago, I was like, okay, this is a perfect time for me to go ahead and post that video that I did on Phaedra and Dr. G. But none of this surprises me. And it looks like over the years, even though they did not end up together romantically, I'm sure he's been a great friend to her, not just as in friendship, but I'm sure if she needed anything since, not being on the Real Housewives of Atlanta and being fired. Yes, she have 150 jobs. I get it. But still, I'm sure Dr. G was able to be there for her financially as a friend, allegedly. So she's maintaining that friendship. She's making sure that she's not over here trashing him. She does go in on his wife. She does her best to not go too hard on her. She still be, in Letitia comments section and all of that, leaving emojis and responding, all of that, making sure that she maintains that friendship. Tisha also said in a recent Instagram live that, she's aware that, she and Phaedra are not friends like that. However, Phaedra is not on the internet trashing her. And because of that, she can be cool. The season is over. If you had your moment with me during the season, we were at work. I'm not excusing that behavior, but we had a job to do. Now that it's over, absolutely. Go ahead. Talk about the show. Do your thing. Promote the show. But don't trash me the way how Heavenly is, just being a bully. And she said, you know what? Phaedra is not on the internet trashing her. And for that, she's cool with Phaedra. Dr. G introduced Phaedra to Quad, just so you all know. Because, yes, Phaedra and Quad, they have a friendship, a relationship, or whatever. And so just to clarify, that's how she met Quad, through her ex-husband. But anyways, nothing to see here, not much to say about it. I'm wishing all of you well and take care. My loves, thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also, turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.